Okay, hello and welcome to Crypto Based Media. Yes, you all are welcome tonight. Great, great, great. I hope you all can hear my voice clearly. Fine, fine, fine. If you can hear my voice clearly, send Crypto Based Media to the chat session. Send Crypto Based Media to the chat session if you can hear me clearly. If you can hear my voice clearly, send Crypto Based Media to the chat session. So quickly, we've already overstayed our time. Tonight we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic in risk management and cryptocurrency. So if you are here tonight, count yourself lucky. And trust me, guys, tonight is a total free session for you guys. And you are going to be receiving a lot of value from this free webinar. Again, the topic is understanding risk and reward ratio for beginners. Understanding risk and reward ratio for beginners. So if you are here tonight and you can hear my voice clearly, send crypto based media to the chat session. Send crypto based media in the comments. Let me see. Let me be sure that you can hear my voice clearly. Let me be sure that you can hear my voice clearly. If you can hear my voice clearly tonight, I want you to send crypto based media to the chat session. Let me see. Fine, fine, fine. Great, great. So I can see that more people are joining us right now. So if you are just joining in, kindly use the link that brought you here. You can as well share the link to your friends so that they can also benefit from this particular session. So let's get started already. Let's get started already. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. I can see testimony. I can see you, Miracle. I can see John. I can see Kennedy. I can see Ojong. I can see Keglu, Yendikachi, and everyone. So let's get started already. Yes, we've already waited past 6 minutes for a lot of people to join us, but they will have to join us along the line. Oh, great, Emmanuel. Thank you. I can see you. I can see testimony. Great, great. I can see you all. Fine, fine, fine. So without further ado, let's get started. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started. So tonight we are going to be talking about understanding risk and reward ratio in cryptocurrency. Understanding risk and reward ratio in cryptocurrency. So to make this easy, I'm going to be sharing my screen to you guys. To make this easy, I'm going to be sharing my screen to you guys. Okay, just 1 second. Let's see, share window. Okay, right here. Yes, I hope you all can see my screen already. I hope you all can see my screen already. So tonight, we are going to be taking a look at understanding risk and reward ratio for beginners. If you are just joining us, you are not late because we are just about to begin. We are just about to get started. Fine. So understanding risk and reward ratio for beginners. So maybe or maybe not. If you're a beginner in the crypto space, maybe you are just taking your course, or maybe you are still wandering around the cryptocurrency, checking and satisfying your curiosity, checking on YouTube, checking on Google Chrome, and all of that. You know, you'd have been seeing a lot of things about risk and reward, risk and reward, risk and reward. And let me tell you tonight, risk and reward um, is a very, very important topic in cryptocurrency, especially in especially in risk management. When we're talking about risk management, yeah. So, firstly, let's take it one by one. Let's take it one by one because I like to break it down for you guys. But before we get started, who is this guy talking to you right now? Yeah. So, for the sake of people that are just joining our session for the first time, my name is Rock, and I am a cryptocurrency trader, just like you. I'm not just a beginner. You know, I've been trading for some time now, and I am also a cryptocurrency tutor. Not just that, I create cryptocurrency content right on crypto based media, and that is why I'm here with you tonight. I'm here to take you through in your cryptocurrency journey, you know, and show you exactly how you can easily minimize your losses and maximize your gains through this simple risk management measure that I'm going to be talking about, which is basically risk and reward ratio. So, firstly, what is risk? What is risk? What do you all understand by risk? What does risk mean to you? What does risk mean to you? So, the basic definition of risk is just as simple as risk is one thing that you are willing to lose. That is it. Every business has a risk. Every investment has a risk. If I say, okay, today I want to buy a land or I want to buy a house, especially in Nigeria of today, um, the complaint could be the risk to that particular investment of buying a land could be probably whether I will end up buying a waterlogged area, especially when I buy that land when it's a dry season. So I might probably lose on my investment. Or maybe I bought the land and I'm having this disturbance of Omonile or all these land grabbers. And unfortunately, they later grabbed the land that I bought for around 6 million naira in 2023. That is a risk of that particular business. Okay, if I say I want to build a business right now, let's say I want to build a business, I want to start selling spare parts and all of that, there might be risk. Or let's say I even want to build a business of petrol. I have the risk of the filling station getting burnt, or maybe let's say those tankers not delivering, or tankers having accidents on the road. Every business has risk. Same thing as cryptocurrency. If you are trading the cryptocurrency market, there are risks that are attached to it. You can lose your money. That is why people say cryptocurrency is risky. Cryptocurrency is risky. But then cryptocurrency is risky, but the fun thing about it, the interesting thing about cryptocurrency is that you can easily minimize your risk. You can easily control your risk. Is anyone hearing me? If you can hear me right now and you understand what I'm talking about risk already, send crypto based media in the chat session. If you can hear me right now, you understand what I'm talking about risk already, send crypto based media in the chat session. Let me be sure that we are on the same page. We are on the same page. Let me be sure that we are on the same page. Great, 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 great. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. So, as we define risk, risk is something that you are willing to lose. Yes, is the amount that you are willing to lose, or the disadvantage that comes with a business. That is what risk is called. It is just the simple definition. I've explained earlier that if you are doing a business, there are risks to that business. In fact, this life itself is a risk. There's nothing that you do that doesn't have a risk. So if you are there, you are starting up a business or you are setting out, you know that definitely what you want, what your expectations are rewards. You expect to take profit, to maximize your gains, to make money from whatever business that you are investing into. But the fact is that this business also have risk, and cryptocurrency itself also have risk. Now, what we do in cryptocurrency for us not to get burnt by this risk, or for all of our money not to run away in cryptocurrency trading, what we simply do is that we manage risk. We manage this risk. We manage this risk. And cryptocurrency, as I said earlier, let me just quickly type it out for you guys. Risk is what you are willing to lose. Do you get it? Do you get it? So cryptocurrency, if you are not setting your risk management properly, then you have the risk of losing it all. But why we are here tonight is telling you not to lose it all, to make sure that your risk management strategies are in place properly. So now that we've looked at risk, um, now that we've looked at risk, let's quickly take a look at reward. Let's quickly take a look at reward. What is reward? What is reward? Yes, there's this saying that says you can't plant uh, uh, onions and you expect orange. Or I don't know how those that proverb goes, but I know there's something that is similar like that. Do you understand this now? So it is whatever you sow that you are going to reap. Do you understand it? So you are going to get reward of whatever you sow. Do you understand this now? So it's just very simple. Like I think, if I can remember my economics very well, I think they said the reward for land is rent, and there are other things that has reward like that. But one thing I know is that whatever investments that you are putting your money into, there is always an expected reward. There is always an expected reward. It is very, very important. If you can't view the reward from onset, then there is no reason for you to enter that particular business at first. The reason why a lot of you are here tonight is because you believe in cryptocurrency. The reason why most of you are here tonight is because you believe in crypto trading. It's because you believe that cryptocurrency can make you money. It's because you've seen people that are making money through cryptocurrency. So you have this kind of expected reward. That is why you are entering cryptocurrency. That is why you want to learn how to trade crypto. That is why you are inside this webinar at this particular moment. Why? Because of the expected reward. Everything has a reward. Even this webinar itself, it has a reward. What is the reward of this webinar? After you leave this webinar, you are going to be equipped with the knowledge that will help you to manage your risk more and to help you to preserve your capital more and to help you to maximize your gains more. Do you understand this now? So it is everything that has reward. Everything that you are putting your endeavors into, it has a reward. If you buy a car, you are going to get the reward. Let's say if you feed motherless baby homes, you are going to get a reward either here or in the hereafter. Definitely, you are going to get a reward. So that reward is very important. Now, let me bring you back to cryptocurrency. Don't go too far. In cryptocurrency, if I am taking a trade, if I am saying, okay, I want to, okay, let me pull up BTC charts right now. Fine, let me put up BTC charts right now. Let's say I am buying Bitcoin at this particular price. Let's say I'm buying Bitcoin at the particular price of 16,000. I expect a reward of how much? Put it in resistance, 27,910. If the price pumps up to this part, let me just use my ruler to measure it for you. Let's say I bought Bitcoin at this point and it pumps to this point. Look at it. I'm expecting a reward of 59.19%. It is as easy as that. I'm expecting a reward of 59.90%. So everybody that you see that are trading cryptocurrency out there, there is always this planned reward that they expect. Is an expectancy. It is what you expect that, okay, this thing I'm putting my money into, I expect that it's going to bring me money. Do you understand this now? Fine, fine. I hope you all have understand the concept behind risk and reward. It is very, very easy to understand. So if you are here and you've not even traded crypto before, don't worry, don't get confused. But if you are here, because that is like the main reason of this particular webinar, you can see that the title is Understanding Risk and Reward Ratio for Beginners. So you must understand that when you are taking your trade, there are stuffs that you do, there are plans, there are trading plans that you make that you used to determine, you used to predict that, okay, this is what is going to happen to my trade. In this particular Bitcoin US dollar trade I want to take, I want to long Bitcoin US dollar. I expect that Bitcoin US dollar is going to pump 20%. Do you understand? That is my reward. And also, at the same time, as a right thinking cryptocurrency trader, I must know that the market doesn't pump every time. And that is why I am also going to set a risk level. Am I talking to somebody? Am I talking to somebody? Because I know that the market doesn't always go to my way. If I say I expect Bitcoin to pump 20% and it doesn't do like that, what is going to happen? That is my risk. So I am willing to risk some amount of money to make some amount of money. Now, I've already drifted towards risk and reward now. I've drifted towards risk and reward. We've broken it down. We took a look at the risk, we took a look at reward. Now we are joining the two together. In cryptocurrency trading, we expect, okay, let me just bring you guys into Bitcoin US dollar chart. Let me just bring you guys into Bitcoin US dollar chart. Let me just bring you guys in. So fine, fine. Let's say I want to long Bitcoin right here. This is a 1 week. Oh no, that's Fibonacci. I'm not supposed to be drawing FIB for you guys. Where is this tool? Okay, here it is. My long tool. So let's say I want to long Bitcoin at this point. I want to long Bitcoin at this point. Now take a look at this. What do you see on your screen? 37.89%. That is my expected reward. That is my what? Expected reward with Bitcoin US dollar. I predicted that Bitcoin US dollar is going to go to $39,124. But then, as a sensible, as a right thinking cryptocurrency trader, I don't just set out my reward only and take my trade and then just wait for Bitcoin to get to my price. No, I know that every business has a risk. Every business has a risk, and cryptocurrency also has a risk. So as not for me to lose my money in cryptocurrency trading, I must also set my risk level. Do you get it? I must also set my risk level. Now, take a look at this. Now, because I said I'm going to set my risk level, you can see where I set my risk level to. So the setting of this risk means that just in case that cryptocurrency is moving, and unfortunately it did not get to my expected reward level, it is going to come back to my risk level. And instead of me to lose all of my money, I'm only going to lose small amount of my money. Do you understand this now? That is me controlling the risk. That is me controlling my risk. Now, if you are understanding this thing, I want you to start crypto-based media with the fire emoji in the chat session. I want to see it right now. If you are understanding what I'm talking about, if we are on the same, okay, sorry, if your screen is blurred, Oh, some people are saying my screen is blurred. If your screen is blurred, kindly go to the settings of this video. Just go to the settings of this video and then just change it to around 780 pixel. You're supposed to be able to see me clearly with a 780 pixel setting or 480, anyone. Just change it to 780. Just change it to 780. So if you are enjoying this session and you are learning from anything, whatever I'm saying, if you are learning and you're enjoying this session, I want you to send crypto-based media to the chat session. Fine, I'm already seeing it. I'm already saying fine. I can see people are following me. Augustine, well done, well done, well done, well done. So let's continue, let's continue, let's continue. So you should know that setting your risk level is as important as setting your reward level. You don't just enter a trade because you just want to make money. No, you also enter a trade because you might lose money. In the journey of making money, you might lose money. Oh, I want to make mama proud. Oh, I want to make mama proud. Be careful. Be careful because so that at the end of the day, it won't be that you have to go back to that village. Do you understand this now? Be careful. Be careful. That is why we are telling you guys to always set risk, to always set your risk level. Always set your risk level. So that being said, what we are really showing you, what we are really showing you in tonight's webinar, what we are really showing you is this risk to reward ratio. How should you set your risk and how should you set your reward? Do you understand this now? Now, there are a lot of bad traders. I know of a friend, his name is Jamie. If Jamie wants to take a trade, I'm coming. Let me just quickly change this thing to 1 day time frame. Fine. Fine. If Jamie wants to take a trade, it's not like Jamie doesn't know how to set stop losses. Jamie is a good trader. He has learned about trading. He knows about stop loss. But unfortunately, he's still getting it wrong. Anytime that Jamie is going to lose money, he's going to lose a large chunk of his money. And anytime Jamie is going to make money, Jamie is going to make only small amount of money. Do you understand it? So there was one time Jamie told me that what is always happening to him, that he doesn't think trading is for him. So that day, I now told him that, okay, what's up? Share your trading view chart with me. Share it. Send me a screenshot. So unfortunately, I saw Jamie with something like this. Just take a look at this. Jamie wanted to short that market at that particular day. Yes, Jamie opened a short position and then he set his take profits to this level. Guess where Jamie's stop loss is? Just guess. I want you to guess where Jamie's stop loss is. Jamie's stop loss is more than is more than what he can handle. Is more than his reward. His risk is more than his reward. I don't know why this thing is not showing me properly. Fine. Yes. So Jamie, in this particular trade, Jamie took the trade. If he was going to win, he's going to win 2% of his money. But if Jamie lost 5% of his money. This is a very, very bad trade. I hope you all can see this. I hope you all can see this. This is a very, very, very bad trade. What I'm trying to tell you is that when you are setting out your risk to reward ratio, your reward, what you are winning must be more than what you are risking. Do you understand? This thing is common business. Let's imagine I just want to invest into a car business, like selling and buying car. Now, in this car business, I'm willing to put in 20 million naira into this car business. And my expected reward of this car business is just 2 million naira. Now, if anything happens to this car business, let's say everything got burnt or maybe a disaster or anything, I'll lose all of my 20 million naira. But if I make money, I'll make only, let's even say 100,000 naira. I'll make only 100,000 naira. But if I lose money, I'll lose all of my 20 million naira. That is not a good business. That is a bad risk to reward ratio. But let's say, for instance, in a good car business, I risk, let's say, about 15 million naira. And if I make money, I make 20 million naira. How about that? Is that not better? Is that not, that is better? That is better. That is a better risk to reward. Now, let me take you back to cryptocurrency trading. Let me take you back to cryptocurrency trading. Whenever you are taking your trade, it is important that your reward level is more than your risk level. And these things are measured with ratios. They are measured with ratios. They are measured with ratios. These things are very, very simple and even easy to calculate. You know, there are a lot of people that used to run away from trading because it has some mathematics in it. Trust me, there's no big deal or there's no big mathematics in cryptocurrency trading. I'm telling you, me myself, I was very, very poor in mathematics. In fact, while I was in school, then I used to run away from mathematics class. In fact, I even found a way to just like escape that mathematics totally. Honestly, honestly, I don't like mathematics. But then I noticed that the mathematics that is here is about money. And trust me, who doesn't want to make money? You want to make money. I want to make money. Everybody wants to make money. Do you understand this now? So moving on. The risk to reward ratio is not really hard. It's not really hard to calculate. So if you want to take a trade, let's say for instance, you want to enter this particular trade right now. Want to enter a short right here. Let's say you've seen that Bitcoin currently maybe is about to dump or is giving you that signal based on your conviction, and you feel okay, this coin is about to dump. What you are simply going to do is to use this particular tool to enter a short position. If I'm going to be taking this kind of trade, this is what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Why is this guy not moving? Okay, fine. Fine. I'm going to be setting my stop loss around here. Let's say my entry around this guy. Fine. My entry around this guy, and let's say my profits around this guy. Fine. Fine. My profits around this guy. Now take a look at this. Take a look at this trade. If I lose money in this particular trade, I'm going to lose 2.59%. Let's say I've entered this short trade, and unfortunately, Bitcoin started pumping. I'm going to lose 2.59% of my money. 2.59% of my money. If I'm talking about 2.59%, if I'm talking about 2.59%, let's say I enter this trade with $100. 2.59% of $100 is only $2.59. Do you understand it? But now, let's say for this particular trade, if the trade hits my target, I'm going to make 7.88% of my money back. 7.88% of my money back. Now, this means I'm willing to risk $2.59 in order to make $7.88. That is what it means. That is what risk and reward ratio simply means. What you are willing to risk versus what you are willing to win. Now, the mistakes that a lot of traders make is that they make sure that, they make that what they are willing to lose, such that the amount is going to be more when they are losing. The amount is going to be more when they are losing. But when they are winning, they will only win small money. That is why in the invite of this webinar, I said how to minimize your losses and maximize your gains. Do you understand this now? So this is simply it. Now, how do we now calculate these things? How do we calculate these things easily? How do we easily calculate this reward ratio? Let's say you enter a trade, or let's say you don't even have that particular position stuff that I showed you or anything. Now, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Let's say you're entering a trade now. You're entering a trade, you are willing to make $30. If that particular trade hits your take profit target, you make $30. But if it doesn't, you lose $10. Now, this is what you are going to do. You take your risk, your reward, and you divide it by your risk. Okay, I don't know. Someone is saying my video is low. I don't know why. Okay, I'm coming. I want to try to connect to another network now. I don't like when the videos are not so clear. Okay, can everyone still see and hear me now? Can everyone still see and hear me now? I just changed my network now. What's up now? I used to have a very great network here. I used to have a very great network. Aha, someone said my network is sharp. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. So explaining risk to reward ratio. If you want to calculate your risk to reward ratio, one thing that you first need to know is that if you win this trade, if you win the trade, hmm, how much is your profits? How much profits will you make? If you win this trade, how much profits will you make? Let's say you take a trade, let's say probably you take a trade with $500, and if that trade goes your way, you are going to win, let's say $200, you are going to have a profit of $200. $200. Do you get it? Profit level, profit level, profit of $200. Do you get it? But if the trade doesn't go your way, if you lost this trade, if you lost this trade, if you lost this trade, you are going to lose how much? Let's say you are going to lose $50 if you lost that trade. Now, this right here is your reward. Do you get it? This right here is your what? Your risk. And this right here, how much is our capital again? How much is our position? The amount that we use to enter this trade. It is simply, let me just put position size. Our position size is simply $500. Now, I don't want to get you confused. Let me come again. Our position size is the amount we enter the trade with. The amount, whether we are longing or shorting, we enter that particular trade with $500. Now, if the trade goes our way, meaning if we set long and the trade actually went long and hit our profit target, we make a profit of how much? $200. But if the trade hits our stop loss, it touched our risk level, we lose how much? We lose $50. If you are smart and you already understand what I've been explaining in this webinar, let me see you type in our risk to reward ratio inside this place. Let me see you type in our risk to reward ratio. Let me see you type in. I just want to know people that are smart in this particular webinar. I want to see people that are very, very smart. If you are smart with this kind of calculation, with what you are seeing right now, our position size is $500, our profit level is $200, our loss level is $50. How much, what is our risk to reward ratio? I remember that I told you that the calculation of risk reward, or reward risk as some call it, equals to your reward divided by, where is that divided? Let me just use this, divided by your risk. So now 200 divided by 50. 200 divided by 50. That is simply 4. That is 4. That is 4. That's 4:1. Your risk to reward ratio is 4:1. 4:1. So in this kind of trade, this is a very, very good risk to reward ratio. Think about it. It's a good investment. If you are willing to risk $50 to make $200, it's a good investment. If you take about 10 trades, let's calculate it together. If you take 10 trades, and let's even say you have a 50% win rate, 50% win rate in 10 trades. In 10 trades, that means you won 5 trades, and you lost 5 trades. That's a 50% win rate. Now, for the 5 trades that you won $200. For 5 trades, you won $200. 200 times 5, that's $1,000. Times 5, that's $1,000, right? So let's put it. That's, you won $1,000. Right now, I'm showing you the essence of a good risk reward ratio. And you lost, for every time that you lost $50, right? Now, where's our calculator? 50 times 5, $250. You lost $250. $250. Oh, what's up? You lost $250. Take a look at that. You took five trades. You won one. Normally, even if you minus your $250 loss from this $1,000, your profit is still remaining. Your profit is still remaining. You still have around $750 profit left. That is the essence of a good risk to reward ratio. Now, let's swap the case. Let's swap the case. Let's take a look at it. Let's say you enter the trade with the same $500, and you lost your risk or your stop loss level is at $200, and your reward level is at $500. Sorry, is at $50. Yes, your reward level is at $50. So that means if you win five trades, two hundred. I mean, $50 each, and if you lose five trades, you lose $200 each. Now take a look at it. You will still be having around minus seven. You still be having around minus $750. -$750. So which one pays? Which one pays? That is what a good risk to reward ratio can do for you. If you have a very bad risk to reward ratio, man, you are going to find out that crypto trading is just something like it is not for you or something like that. And that is because you don't understand this simple risk to reward ratio that we've explained in this webinar. Do you understand this now? Risk to reward ratio is not something that is very, very hard. It's just something that you need to understand. It's something that you need to understand. That is why before I take any trades, I make sure I put in my mind that I must take quality trades. I must not take trades like somebody that is dumb or somebody that is new to the cryptocurrency market. Do you understand it? So I make sure that whatever I'm risking is small compared to what I'm gaining. Compared to what I'm gaining. Imagine this kind of trade. This kind of trade. Let's say we set out this kind of trade. We set our stop loss around there, 3.5, and set our take profit around there, 3%. And this trade normally it goes like this and it comes down. We are in money. We are in great money. We are in big money. And one thing I want you to understand also is that it's not just about this one particular trade. It's about more trades that is to come. So it's not just about this particular one. So after you even take this your particular trade, I kind of like set a rule that for each of my trades, my risk to reward ratio has to be 3:1. That 3:1 means for every $1 I lose, I stand a chance to win $3. So that means if I don't lose, if I don't lose $1, I'll make $3. Anywhere I lose $1, I'm going to leave out the $3. Do you understand this? If I make $3, I'll leave out the $1. Do you understand? So it is two ways. It's either I make $3 or I lose $1. Now imagine that I am losing $3 to make $1. It doesn't make any sense. This thing is just common business. In fact, this particular crypto class is supposed to be a business class. It's supposed to be a business class, honestly. It's supposed to be a business and investment class, honestly. So this thing is just very, very, very simple to do, guys. Very, very simple to do. So just in case you are going to even take hundred of trades to come, as long as you have great risk to reward ratio, then you don't have any problem. You don't have any problem. But if your risk to reward ratio is bad, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do to help you. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do to help you. There's nothing I can do. Great, great, great. So that is it. That is it, guys. So when you are even setting your stop loss, you must make sure that that stop loss is not something that you can't undo. A lot of people set stop loss to places that they can't even undo. What I mean by handling is that your stop loss hits and you are crying, you are afraid, you are crying. Unfortunately, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. If your stop loss is in the level whereby if you lose that money, you are going to be pained, then you are not yet a mature trader, or you don't know what to do about stop loss, or you don't know how to set stop loss. Because your stop loss normally, if it hits, you are not supposed to be pained. In fact, there's this philosophy that I have inside my head that I installed inside my head. Do you get it? That stop loss is to my advantage. Do you know why? Let's say I take my trade with around $200. Let's say I take my trade with around $200. $200. Okay, $200. And for this trade, I didn't set stop loss. I didn't set a stop loss. Now, the trade now went sideways. Like the trade went down. It didn't go according to my plan. The trade didn't go according to my plan. And when the market was going down, I lost everything, all my $200. But scenario two, I set stop loss to my $200, such that this stop loss is at $30. In that trade, if that trade does not go my way, I only get to lose $30 instead of losing all of my $200. So automatically, I feel like, wow. So I've made $170. Thank God I still have $170 left in my account. I only lost $30. That is how to ready your mind and prepare your mind for stop loss. So if you are still the type that you are still afraid of stop loss, oh no, 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 I'm sorry. If you can watch this webinar again and again, you are going to understand all these things I'm talking about. Honestly, you can watch it. If you are here and you still don't understand risk and reward ratio with the way I've broken it down, then probably you need to like because the recorded version will always be available. So you need to like come back to this YouTube channel and watch it again and again and again and again and again before you can understand it. Honestly, honestly, because risk to reward ratio is kind of very, very simple. Now, what is a reasonable risk to reward ratio? What is a reasonable risk to reward ratio? A reasonable one. A reasonable one. For you to know that, okay, my risk to reward ratio is set and it's in a good place. Hmm? A reasonable risk to reward ratio starts from 3:1. Do you understand this? Or should I say reward to risk ratio? Because we tend to like kind of mix it up in the cryptocurrency space. Some call it risk to reward, some call it reward to risk. Let's just say reward to risk. Because 3 is actually your reward, 1 is actually your risk. Now, if you are saying 3:1, if you are saying 3:1, it means your reward is at $150, your risk is at $50. Do you understand it? It depends. It's not by force you enter that trade with $50, $100. It's just as simple as for every $1 you are losing, you are making $3 back. So even if you have a capital of $10,000, $10,000 capital, $10,000 capital, and your reward, you are willing to make around, let's say, you are willing to make, let's say $6,000, $6,000, $1,000, and you are willing to lose 30, okay, let's just say $300. You're willing to lose $300. Now, who can tell me the risk to reward ratio here? Who can tell me the risk to reward ratio here? Let me see if you guys get it. Who can tell me the risk to reward ratio here? I really want to see it. Who can tell me the risk to reward ratio here? The risk to reward ratio of this kind of trade. Your profit level is $6,000. Your stop loss level is $300. Remember, I told you that the calculation is reward divided by risk. This is the reward. $6,000 is the reward. The risk is $300. Now let's calculate it. Let's calculate it. 6,000 divided by 300. 20:1. This is a crazy game. Imagine that you're having a risk reward ratio of 20:1. Man, see money. See money, man. 20 ratio. See, for me to know that my trade is quality, I used to check my risk to reward ratio. That's how to know real trade. This is trade that men take. All those small trades. Not those small trades. This is trades that men take. Imagine having a risk to reward ratio of 20:1, and it is damn possible. Very, very possible. Let me show you. Let me show you. It's very, very possible. Very, very possible in this same cryptocurrency space. Let me show you now. Let me show you. Imagine you enter Bitcoin long at this point. You enter Bitcoin long at this point. You set your stop loss here, and your take profit is around here. Come on. Come on. What are we talking about? This is around 10% stop loss level. This is around 10% stop loss level and 70%. This is a 7:1. Now, you guys might think the way I'm getting this risk to reward ratio is just like magic. No, 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 it's not magic. Let me show you. Let me show you. I can also use percentages to determine my risk to reward ratio. Like for instance, if I say, okay, 70 divided by 10, that's reward divided by risk. That means it's giving me 7:1. Do you get it now? That's 7:1. If the stuff is at 50 also, that's 50:1. That's 50:1. So it's very, very easy to understand. Do you guys get it now? So if your risk to, normally you don't expect that your risk to reward ratio should be this much or anything. It might take time for those kind of trades to manifest. Do you understand it? It's only maybe when you are investing. Like this particular, I think it's Bitcoin itself. I can remember sometimes last year that I started buying Bitcoin. I was telling my friends, you guys should start buying Bitcoin in bits. I think I removed that particular measurement. I've removed that particular measurement. I've removed that particular measurement. I've removed it. I started buying Bitcoin around 20 something $1,000. It went to this place. I didn't bother. I still bought again. I bought more, bought more, bought more, bought more. Now I'm still holding that Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin is around $26,000. That particular trade is already up more than how many percent? I'm very sure it's more than 30% already because I'm not even checking it. The wallet that it's in. I'm not checking it. That's a great risk to reward ratio. Now, I can remember when I did that particular chart, I can remember very well. I think it was around this point. Started buying around 19,000. Then I moved it upward. I say this is where I'm going to take my profits. Like, okay, I'm actually investing. This is my kind of risk to reward. This is my kind of risk to reward. Do you get it? This is a long-term game. This is a long-term game. And something like this is going to take a lot of time to manifest. Do you understand this now? So this is simply the risk to reward ratio game. This is simply the risk to reward ratio game. This is how you know you have quality trades. There's some people that have 1:1. Imagine you are giving your trade 50-50. That if your trade enters, you win $50. If it doesn't enter, you lose $50. No, you will leave the market very soon if you continue that way. You won't be able to preserve your capital. You won't last in this market. You'll be like a 1 minute man in this market if you continue that way. Even if you enter the market with up to $300, $400, $10,000, $20,000, if your risk to reward ratio is not set, then you leave the market soon. It's not only about stop losses. Risk to reward ratio is also a measure that you need to take in place when you are taking your risk management. Risk to reward ratio is very, very important. I must make sure. See, the higher your risk to reward ratio, the more quality your trade is. That is it. Note it down. Rock 2023 said the higher your risk to reward, your RR is called RR, the more quality your trade is. The more quality your trade is. The higher your RR, the more quality your trade is. Or should I say, let's just put it that way, the more quality your trade is. So if you have a high RR, that's a high return on investment itself, and that's a good and quality trade. I know some people complaining about maybe crypto pastor not sharing signal in the signal room recently, and then I was like, man, those these people they don't understand what trading is. Don't you understand? It's not every time that you see the market that you see opportunities in the market, because normally the market speaks. When I'm entering my chart and then I'm analyzing, to me I feel like, when Oracle is communicating with you, the market is like the Oracle. Like, it is me consulting the Oracle. Yeah, talk to me. What's up? What are you saying? What should I do in this market? What should I do here? To me, normally, automatically, should I tell you what the Oracle is telling me here? The Oracle is telling me to short. It's telling me to short. It's telling me that, okay, this coin is already tired of this momentum. This coin is about to come down. I might be wrong. I might be correct. That is why we have risk. If I'm wrong, my stop loss hits. I have no regrets. If I'm correct, I make more money. Do you understand this now? This is simply crypto trading. This is simply crypto trading. Very, very easy. You're not going to get all this information I'm giving you somewhere else. And we're giving you here in crypto-based media for free. In fact, let's use some time to shout out to crypto-based media and the CEO of crypto-based media, Crypto Pastor. God bless him wherever he is. Honestly, because it's a way of giving back to the community. You won't get these things normally outside there, but because we are here, we are giving back to you, and you feel, okay, this community have tried for us, we've been growing. In fact, our growth has been tremendous this year. I can remember when I was seeing our YouTube subscribers at 1K, I was like, oh, I was even happy. Oh, wow, we've hit 1K subscribers. I think around January or so. But look at it, this is April. I just in early April. April, the fourth month. Within 4 months, we've already gathered up to 800 more followers. We're about to hit 2,000 followers on our YouTube. That reminds me, if you are not following us on YouTube, try following us, follow us right now. Follow us right now. If you are not following crypto-based media on YouTube, follow us right now. Start following us right now. Imagine somebody is still asking me how RR ratio calculated. This is what I've explained. It's very simple. Is your reward divided by your risk. Very easy, simple and easy. Simple and easy. Your reward divided by your risk. What you are going to make in that trade if it's manifest, and what you are going to lose if your stop loss hits. That is it. That's what you are going to divide. That's how you are going to know your RR. So if you are not following us on crypto-based media, make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Follow this particular YouTube channel and share it with your friends also, because it is very, very beneficial. And as you can see tonight, I'm very, very sure that you guys have received value. And in fact, if you receive value tonight, let me see you type in God bless crypto-based media in the chat session. Type in God bless crypto-based media in the chat session. Let me see it. Let me see it there. God bless crypto-based media. God bless crypto-based media. God bless crypto-based media. Yes, if you're having issues in calculating your trades or calculating any other thing, anytime you want to enter a trade, let me just give you a quick formula that I make use of. Number one, planning my trades. I know my entry. Number one, that's the first thing I know. Number one, I know my entry where I want to enter a trade. Number two, I know my stop loss. My stop loss. That's one exit. And I know my take profit level. My take profit level. Stephanie, it can be level or levels because I can have up to 2, 3, 4 take profits. I can have up to 2, 3, 4 take profits. Up to 2, 3, 4. So it is important to know your entry, you know your stop loss, and you know your take profit level. Now, if you want to calculate all these things using Binance Futures, Binance Calculator, you can easily go to just your phone, just open your phone, go to Futures, you see calculator, that stuff that shows plus and minus underneath is there. Just put in your entry, put in your stop. I don't know if I can easily bring it up right here, but it's just very, very easy for you to know how much you're going to be winning in a trade or how much you're going to be losing in a trade. You just go to the Futures platform, just go to that plus division and equals to. Once you click on that sign, it's going to bring you that calculator interface where you can easily see the entry price, exit price, and the quantity of your trade. I think that is what is left. Yes, the quantity of your trade. Just input that one and click on calculate. So this is how I calculate my stop loss level. Do you get it? This is how I calculate my stop loss level. The exit price, the first exit price I'm going to input. Let's say I want to long Bitcoin now. I know we just have to illustrate most of it because this is figures, this is crypto. People don't understand in one point. So let's just say I want to enter a long 28,130 for Bitcoin, and I want to set my stop loss to let's say 27,800. That's my stop loss. 27,800. Do you get it? So I go ahead to my Binance calculator. The Binance calculator is going to ask me the quantity, how much I want to use to enter that trade. If it's $200, I'll put it. If it's $50, I'm sure the trade is, I'll put it. And then if I click on calculate, it's to show me how much I'm willing to lose. Do you get it? It's to show me my risk. Now, if I input my take profit level also, I want to take profit as $29,000. $29,000. That's the amount that I want to take profit. Do you understand it? It is also going to show me that as well. It is going to show me that as well. It's simple. So if you know these three things, EST, put it at the back of your mind, or let's say ESP, profit level. ESP, ESP is a very, very simple formula. ESP, entry, stop loss, profit. I've taught you guys a lot of formula tonight. Remember, risk to reward also. Reward divided by risk. That's how you know it. And in this one, you can either use your percentage to know it or the dollar amount. You can as well use dollar amounts or your percentage. And I've shown you guys how to do this. I've shown you guys, very easy to do. Either your dollar amount or your percentage. If it's dollar amount, if you are going to make $100 in that trade, that's your reward. If you are going to lose $10, if you lose that trade, that's your risk. So this kind of trade now, 100 divided by 10, that's 10:1. That's a 10:1 risk to reward. For percentage, if the percentage you are going to be making is 80%, if the percentage is set at 80%, I am going to lose only 20% of that money. Do you get it? Now, 80 divided by 20. So I can show a lot of people 80 divided by 20. Great. That's what? That's 4:1. 4:1. And that's a good risk to reward ratio. Very, very good. So a good risk to reward ratio, once again, starts from 3:1, 4:1, 5:1, 6:1, 7:1, 8:1, and on and on and on and on and on and on again like that. Do you understand this now? These things are very, very simple and easy to understand. Very, very simple and easy to understand. Great, great. I can see a lot of people followed me to this particular point, and I believe that you guys have learned a lot. I believe that you guys have learned a lot. Well, Ebenezer is asking if leverage does not affect this analysis. This thing actually works in a very simple manner. Even if you are using your leverage, if you head over to your calculator, you can easily set your leverage in your Binance calculator. And in this instance, you can use your Binance calculator to calculate to still know the amount that you are going to make if you make this profit. Do you understand it? Do you get it? So if your leverage, with all of your leverage and everything, if you are going to be making $500, write it down. If you are going to be losing $100, write it down. That's a 5:1 risk to reward. Do you understand it? Sometimes the thing might want to confuse you because of the leverage usage or any other thing. It's fine. It's fine. We're all humans. We learn. Me myself, before I understood this leverage, liquidation, this and that, it took me some time. Yes, it took me some time. So that is it, honestly. So a good risk to reward ratio starts from 3:1, 3:1, 3:1, 3:1, 3:1. That is it. Yes, your trades are worthless if you're having some trades that in that trade, if you lose money, you lose $50. If you make money, you make $10. What sort of investment is that? That's a bad investment. That is not worth it. That is saying that trade is not worth it. If you make money, you make $10. If you lose money, you lose $40. Imagine that you take 10 trades, you lost five, you won five. You lost $40 five times, and you won $10 five times. $10 five times is $50. $40 five times is how much? Check it out now. 45 times $40 times $40. That's 200. So you lose $200 and you make $50. What sort of investment is that? It's bad. See, this risk reward ratio is there because you are going to take more trade. It's not just one trade. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? So it's very, very easy. Yes, you should be careful of your trade. You should be careful. See, me normally, I used to see a lot of trade. I used to see people taking trade. They run to take one trade. Run to. If the trade is not worth it, I won't take it. Do you get? If it's not worth it, I won't take it. If it's not worth it, I won't take it. If it's not, I won't take it. If it's not worth it, I won't take it. Okay, let's say for instance now, this particular trade. Normally, a sensible thinking trader, I want to long this trade and I say, okay, this is my profit level. Now, if I want to set my stop loss, where do you think I can set my stop loss? Like normally, normally, I'm not gonna set my stop loss here. Look at it now. Doesn't make any sense. If this trade hits my profit level, I make only 8%. But if it hits my stop loss, I lose 17%. That's not business. That's not business. See, I take cryptocurrency trading as a business, as an investment, as money, not gambling. Not gambling. I take it as business. I feel like, okay, this is my business. This is my investment. This is a branch. This is my life. This is trading. This is what we put money into. This is what brings food to the table. This is what brings money. This is crypto trading. So I shouldn't just take it anyhow. And I should make sure that I take all the rules into consideration. Do you get it now? So it's very, very easy to understand. Once you understand that particular calculation, just simple reward divided by your risk. Amount you are willing to make, amount you expect to make divided by amount you expected to lose if the trade hits stop loss. That is it. Very, very easy to understand. Very easy to understand. So thank you very much, guys, for understanding, for staying to the end of this webinar. If you are here and you still want to understand more about risk management, more about cryptocurrency trading, more about how to trade and make money, more about how to make technical analysis. You saw the way I was just moving around my Binance chart. You could see a lot of analysis, taking trades and making money. Then you should purchase our crypto success blueprints, and you're going to get all the information that you need inside of it. So thank you all for attending this webinar. So if you want to purchase the crypto success blueprint, just go to the admins of any of the groups where the link was shared and message that admin and tell them that you want to make more inquiries about the crypto success blueprint. So thank you very much for attending this webinar. See you next time. See you all next time. Thank you very much.